Hello! Really excited. I have some very awesome news to talk to you guys about in today's video that I'm sure the title has given away, but humor me in my build-up. I've been struggling all week with deciding what I want to talk about in this video because ever since a certain other comic book company's casting news hit, things have been pretty bare on the Marvel front. Then, I checked my phone on my way home today to film something. I wasn't quite even sure yet. And I saw something. Now, some of you know, I hope most of you at this point, the main villain in the Avengers sequel is going to be Ultron. I like Ultron, which you would also know if you've seen some of my videos. And so the casting of Ultron is something that I was very worried about in terms of Marvel getting it right, because to me, it's a character that they really needed to get the right voice for. And you know, I heard a lot of great suggestions, came up with a few ideas of my own. Benedict Cumberbatch seemed to be a good one because that's who you suggest now apparently whenever there's a big movie coming out. But you know those times when you find out a casting decision and you don't realize that it's what you really wanted all along until that moment? That happened. As it turns out, the voice behind my favorite evil robot will be none other than James Spader. And what's so funny about this is that about half the reactions I've seen have been, "This is awesome," and the other half have been, "Who's that?" I just happen to have been familiar with his work for a little while now, due to movies like Lincoln and shows like The Office, and his voice is everything that I would want in Ultron's voice. It's deep, menacing, but also well articulated, which is something that I think is hugely important to get with this character. And as any of you who are familiar with James Spader knows, no one does creepy better. I mean, he is just inherently creepy, and he is so good at it. I mean, he's the Lizard King, for God's sake. Now, as with every bit of casting news, there are the people who aren't so happy with it. And the main driving reason behind their feelings about it seems to be the fact that it seemingly confirms that Jarvis will not be the one to become Ultron. Now, here's the thing. I've never been a part of the whole Jarvis becoming Ultron bandwagon. It's something that didn't really make all that much sense to me. For a few reasons. First of all is his voice. To me, Paul Bettany's polite British voice does not really scream menacing death machine. Pardon me, sir, and this is just a suggestion, but if I were to eradicate the entirety of the human race, would that be a terrible inconvenience? And secondly, Paul Bettany has made it clear that he is not very invested in these movies. He's gone on record saying he hasn't even seen the movies that he's played Jarvis in. And to me, when there's an actor who cares about the film that they're making, they'll put more into it and their performance will be stronger, rather than just going and throwing a few lines out into a microphone and being done with it. So for that reason, Jarvis becoming Ultron never really appealed to me that much. But if you want to hear a theory as to how Tony Stark could still create Ultron in the MCU, check out the video I'm going to put down in the little description box below, in which I tell you a theory, completely Jarvis-free. So now, it comes down to you guys. What do you think of this casting? Do you find it as inspired and amazing as I do? Do you not like it all that much? Do you not know who James Spader is? Are you excited by it? I want to know, so tell me in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure to like the Marvel Cinematic Universe page on Facebook, because it's what all the cool kids are doing. You can follow me on Twitter, because why not? And you can follow the MCU on Twitter as well. So do all those things, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next week with a brand new video. Goodbye!